For this single tiered cake, you will need 4 layers of cake and 3 layers of frosting. I've chosen 7-inch round cakes and regular buttercream here, just American buttercream with vegetable shortening. I'll have the recipe for that in the description box for you guys. Once all of your cake layers have been stacked, create a crumb coat. This is just a thin layer of frosting all around your cake to trap in the crumbs. Smooth it out, bring the lip of frosting to the middle, and then refrigerate for 20 minutes. This will just allow that crumb coat to become nice and hard, and that way it's just easier for that final layer of frosting to be applied and to stick without any problems. This is just black buttercream. I've added in lots of black gel food color. Smoothing it out, bringing that lip of frosting back to the middle, but not before cleaning up that cake board. This one here now, I want to pop it into the fridge for at least overnight, or in the freezer for half an hour if you can. That way the frosting becomes so solid that when you press the stencil to the surface, it doesn't muck up your icing. To fill in the stencil, I've taken a tiny little spatula and piping on just a little section of buttercream in colors. By doing so, it gives me a lot of control over where the frosting is going, and also stops it from leading in any areas you don't want it to go. So I want to keep the flowers empty, that way I can color it in with a separate color altogether. Be sure to wash your spatula before each color change as well, and working slowly with small movements just to make sure that all the colors stay exactly where you want them to. Once all of the stencil has been covered, take out the pins and gently remove the stencil to reveal your pattern. From there you could add a frame, you could pipe it on, or you could use fondant or gum paste. I've taken some gum paste, rolled it in some cornstarch. You could also use icing sugar, and then pressing it into the mold. Cut off the excess and then stretch that mold out while pressing at the back of it with your thumb to push out your gum paste. Stick it to your cake with a little bit of water, and then you could also brush it with a bit of water again over the surface to take away any of that white powder. Originally I had this burgundy color, but I wasn't too keen with it, so I painted over with some edible gold paint. And I recreated this paint with edible luster dust and rosewater spirit. If you can't use rosewater spirit, you can use white vinegar or lemon juice. It will pretty much work the same way. Basically, it's nice and acidic, so it will evaporate quickly and leave behind a nice dark gold paint. I started off with a really large brush just to cover the top surface, makes it much faster, and then I went in with a tiny thin brush for the details along the edges. And you're done! I hope you guys enjoyed this antique rose sort of frame cake. If you do recreate it, I would love to see yours. #Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can check it out. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.